An ode to Indy. Indy runs from rolling stones, snatches idols, and dodges bones. Belloq steals his prize again. Indy returns to teach again. Government seeks Indy's help. Nazis chase the Ark themselves. Desert fights and daring leaps. Face melt ending, secrets deep. Indy wins, fedoras on tight. Another day, another fight.
Hello and welcome to Ambling Through Cinema, where we walk in the footsteps of creative giants every week. We are continuing our journey through Steven Spielberg's filmography with Raiders of the Lost Ark, released in 1981. As always, I'm your host, Tyler Birch.
And I'm Crystal.
Alright, so we're going to try to shake things up a little bit, and by shake things up a little bit, I mean create some order out of this chaos. So we're going to start trying to break down our episodes into story and characters, and then our behind-the-scenes information. So obviously we love talking about all the behind the scenes stuff. I think we've been enjoying the biggest part of this podcast we've been enjoying is just doing research into how these movies were made and what was going on with them. Well, maybe even more than watching the movies, at least some of the movies.
Definitely some of the movies.
Yeah, so we want to try to kind of get a little bit more of a format out there as we are now getting our feet wet on, this is our 6th episode. Yeah, most podcasts don't go past 7. So after ET, we're probably you just won't hear from us again.
We are not like that.
But it's Temple of Doom is after ET, though.
Oh, well. We made it through 1941. We can do anything.
Okay. You're right. Yeah. You're right. Okay. Yes, like I said, we were talking about the Raiders of the Lost Ark, the very first film in the Indiana Jones franchise, which has now got 5 films, video games, comic books, pretty much anything you could think of, Indiana Jones now has it. It's a global phenomenon. Sure, it's just $1 billion franchise.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe,
I could see
hopefully.
that, Halloween costumes with the fedora and the whip and the satchel. In fact, you had a satchel. Never let you have a whip, though.
I mean, no, of course not. We've all seen that How I Met Your Mother episode where Ted became a professor, so Marshall gave him the whip and the hat,
yes.
And then Marshall just said, just whip it right now. Don't even think about where you're whipping it, and then he whips him in the face.
Yep. That's exactly what would have happened.
Exactly. I mean, that's what happened to Indy in the 3rd one.
That is true.
That's how he got his scar.
That's right.
Yeah. Kids, don't go whipping at home without parental supervision.
But do wear the fedora.
Yeah, the fedora is cool. Well, in today's pop culture, you might get made fun of. You'll feel the vibes. You'll understand. Yeah, you'll get the vibes. Now that we're done with that weird PSA about fedoras and
and whips
and vibes and whips, I guess let's talk a little bit about the movie. Obviously, we've both seen this movie plenty of times. I've probably seen this more than Jaws.
I think it's on cable TV more.
For sure, yeah, because Jaws was a later in life thing. Raiders of the Lost Ark, I mean, in my first episode, our first episode, I talked about how this is probably like my first Spielberg movie that I can feel comfortable saying was my first Spielberg movie because I just was always on at the house.
It was
always on TV. So I do think this is probably the second most, right behind Jurassic Park.
I would think Jurassic Park has surpassed that by now.
I mean, I watched Jurassic Park 5 times this year, so.
Exactly, so.
Do you feel like this is probably pretty up there as far as rewatches go? Are there other movies that you just remember just, growing up, or even as an adult, you're just like, bam, 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 I'm going to keep watching this?
Actually, there are 2 franchises that I will just continuously watch, and that's Star Wars, minus the last 3, and Indiana Jones. I don't care how many times I've seen them, I'll just keep rewatching them. I just enjoy them that much.
Yeah. Every time you get to see him in his little tweed jacket, his glasses, acting like a professor, and then he goes out and just does crime,
Exactly. And he never gets caught.
That should have been the finale of the series.
He finally goes
just
to jail.
Just like the government shows up. Hey, so we have what? Okay, so the last one was 1969. This was 36, right?
Yeah.
So we have 33 years of your activities that we've written down. And we really need to have a conversation with you about all of this crime that you did. And I know what you're going to say. The museum said it's okay. The museum is not God. Like, we're gonna have to, just because the museum said it was neat and they appreciate what you did doesn't mean that we're not about to send your ass to jail for the rest of your life. Yeah, he's a war criminal. I mean, probably not war criminal, just a criminal.
Yeah.
War criminal just sounds good though. Sounds right,
But bad boys are hot.
Roguish charm.
Absolutely.
Probably more. You know what's interesting? They always call like Han Solo. Obviously, Harrison Ford
Indy.
played both. So
Yeah.
Han Solo, Indiana Jones, two sides, same coin kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Although Harrison Ford does prefer Indiana Jones over Han Solo.
Yeah.
Or maybe because he's a leading man, or maybe he's a more interesting character. Probably just because it's a more interesting character.
Probably.
That would be an interesting reason, like thing to study. Is
It would.
like what is the exact reason? Because I know everybody always talks about how much he hates Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe it's just I'm so tired of it. Please stop talking to me about this, or if it's literally like, well, I like Indy because he goes on these crazy adventures that where he has to rely on himself, his knowledge. He's a professor. Like maybe the characters resonating with him more. Yeah, so I think we'd be remiss not to talk about the opening of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Obviously, it's Indy progressing through all these different traps, going through the jungle. He has his guide with him, played by Alfred Molina, which is always odd because you think about how he's going to be Doc Ock one day. So he's being led by Alfred Molina as to find this golden idol, and they get to progress through all these different traps. Indy gets to demonstrate his knowledge, spike traps.
Oh yeah.
Don't touch the light. Question about the light.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you how does it trigger anything.
Okay.
Because I know that's suspension of disbelief. What about different times of day though? Or what if it's nighttime?
Wow. Well, if it's nighttime, I guess. So what you're saying is refresh my memory.
Okay, so remember, Sapito is about to walk out into the light, and as I was watching it this time, I was like, what if because in my mind I'm like, this is probably like a tripwire, but what if it's nighttime, or if it's a different time of day, so the sun is coming in at a different angle? Like, what would that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, you think these guys that were making these traps in the back, like back then, were just like, well, what do we do, man? What if it's like 4 p.m. when they come in and there's nothing there? They could just walk right through. Well, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm not getting paid to worry about every 24 hours out of the day, okay? We just have to make sure these people come in at 2:15 p.m.
Yep.
Every single time, just so that way we can make sure this trap works.
Okay, so what it was on the treasure map, there was fine print.
They said, please only enter at 2:15 for the best experiences of your life.
Yes.
Come in at 2:15.
Yes.
We recommend, it will be a hell of a time.
At 2:15.
Yeah.
Who would go in there at night?
You don't control the time you show up at this place.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I'm panicking, it's a lot easier for me just to run through something.
So that teaches you discipline.
No, I would just run right through all these traps.
You would have died like Forrestal.
I'd be too quick.
Come on.
No, as I jumped past this trap, I would high five Forrestal skeleton.
No way.
I'd be like, later, bro, don't worry about it. I'll get this idol.
And who the hell is Forrestal anyway? I wrote in my notes, don't end up like Forrestal.
No, you can't.
Oh, who is he?
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You think Satipo knew the idol was in there?
I mean, definitely knew the legends about it.
Maybe he knew the 2:15 rule.
Maybe. Yeah, he said, my friend, we can only go during 2:15. That's when the treasure looks the best. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I mean, for your village.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We always want to make sure we help out people here.
Of course.
Yes.
We are altruistic.
Yes. I mean, this is really just the formula of Indiana Jones to a T right from the beginning. You get all the different traps. You get to see the physicality of the character. You get to see every bit of the Indy arsenal.
The hat and the whip.
Yeah, and the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Going up to the idol and pouring out some sand to try to get the weight of it.
And he was wrong.
Do you think it's the wrong weight, or do you think that it was the wrong weight distribution?
Honestly, I think it was going to happen no matter what.
I think it's a weight distribution.
You think so?
I think if he had used mud that he could sculpt to look like the idol,
yes,
it would have been different than using the sand, because the sand just kind of flops around.
It really does. He should have made a little clay idol.
He should have. He should have been like, Satipo, do you have a super hidden skill? And he's like, oh, yes, well, I create clay work. And then he just made this beautiful rendition of the idol.
Okay, go with me here. We could have had, the ghost scene. Both of them making the little idol, Oh, my love. Yeah.
I can see it. There was something there.
So
there was a connection there.
So then the betrayal would have been, it would have hit harder.
We clayed together.
Yeah, exactly. How could you do that? Oh my
I never
God.
ghosted it. I'm never ghosting again for a movie that I think came out after this movie.
It sure did, but you know what? We can say stuff like that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Okay, so then we got the idol.
Got the
right?
idol. We're
And
huffing
then-
and puffing, getting out of there.
And then, boom. What comes out of nowhere?
The boulder.
And that is an iconic scene.
Definitely. I mean,
You know how many times we did that in Crash Bandicoot?
yes, literally levels and levels of Crash
Yes.
Bandicoot were designed just after this boulder scene.
Yes.
And there was like 3 boulders. It wasn't even 1 boulder. You're safe for like 5 minutes, get your checkpoint, then boom, boulder back.
Run.
Just chopping as fast as you can.
Yes.
Oh, also, let's not forget, like, Indy, like all the spiders on
Oh, the
Satipo.
tarantulas, yeah.
Yeah, the tarantulas, and like Indy just being like, let's just get this off here. Let me just wipe this off real quick.
Yeah.
It's no worries. Don't
Nope,
worry
nope.
about it. I think just to set it up a little bit more, so that way when you find out that he's afraid of snakes later on,
Yeah.
that you're like, because you're like right now, I'm like, oh, he's fearless. Look at this guy.
He's not afraid of anything.
Like he's able to jump across chasms. He's not afraid of boulders. Not afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. I don't trust them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if I had that happen to me, I would have just burned myself alive.
I would have jumped in the chasm.
Would've
I don't know.
Yeah, I would never feel clean again.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm shivering just thinking about it. So the boulder comes, and Indy's running like heck because, you don't want to get flattened by this thing. It looks big.
Yeah.
It looks scary.
I mean, a real man would have turned around and punched it right in his jaw.
But not Indy. He does have flaws, even though he seems
He can't
perfect.
do everything, I guess. I guess not.
He's not afraid of spiders, but he's afraid of this rock. I don't know.
This is one weakness. Rocks.
Yeah.
Large rocks that can crush you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he thought he was scissors.
Maybe he thought he was scissors.
If only he'd had paper. Let's just talk about the betrayal.
I mean, there was serious betrayal.
Yeah.
I guess there wasn't really any reason for you to believe that there was a lot of trust between them, but it was just really surprising when Satipo's like, nah, I'm not giving this back to you.
You're like,
And you're like, well, Indy's dead. This is a short movie. All right.
okay, what else is going to happen now? Did he jump?
He jumped, yes.
He jumped.
And grabbed like a root or something.
Of course it's a root.
Yeah. But he was able to get out of there. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Karma, fast.
Oh, yeah.
Satipo, so dead, so quick.
So quick.
You know what? You know how he went out? Like Forrestal.
He did.
Yeah. So at
R.I.P.
least now
Forrestal.
now they get to hang out with each other for the rest of the time.
Who else
'Cause
would go back
I
in
don't
there?
know how Satipo thought he was going to get out of there. He was so dumb going in.
He was. He didn't read the map like he was supposed to. He didn't follow the 215 rule.
He didn't have like a notebook. Like if it were me and I was going to betray, like
Yeah.
say you're Indy and I'm Satipo.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, yeah, you go ahead. And you're like, okay, well, don't touch the light. I'd have like a little journal and be like,
Oh, yeah.
don't touch the light. Okay, cool. And what
Yeah.
are we going to do next? You take 3 steps to the left.
3 steps to the
left. Going in, remember, it will be backwards going out.
Yes.
Do not forget, or you will become like Forrestal.
Even if you had your little notebook, you have to write down, betray Indy,
Yeah,
steal the idol.
it's right.
For Belloq?
Belloq probably
Did he
paid
work
him.
for Belloq? Does everybody work for Belloq? Do you work for Belloq?
I always work for Belloq.
Man, okay.
Yeah,
How do you get in on that?
that boulder working for Belloq.
Damn it, Belloq.
Forrestal refused to work for Belloq.
Don't be like Forrestal.
Exactly. It's the
Okay.
benefits, man. Free dental. How are you gonna get free dental as a tribe member of the Jovito?
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know what he promised them to get their
I don't know.
acceptance. Like I don't.
Like what you were saying before. This is for your village. This is kind of like Temple of Doom when he brings back the Sankara stones. Now let's talk about his knowledge of the Jovito language, which I don't know what it is, but remember
I'm
what
gonna
he
say
did?
Jovitoese.
Jovitoese,
Yeah.
yes. And he went.
That
Remember?
Was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that
Yeah.
word that rocks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I would have understood that.
Yeah.
That seems like that's universal.
Okay,
The thumb across the neck, universal
that's
language.
true.
Yeah.
And then pointing after Indy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, if they had just done that in Close Encounters, why are they doing tonal sequences?
I don't know.
I would have just been like, yep,
Yep.
and then pointed at Richard Dreyfuss, and they would have been like, get him.
Belloq bested him again.
It's so baller for him just to be like, Indy, sorry,
Yep.
you were so close.
Again.
I was rooting for you. Personally, I thought I would lose. I was hoping I would lose, but you did all this work, and guess what? Vultured.
Yeah.
I respect Belloq mainly as Ivan News from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, as everybody should know him from.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Paul Freeman. Sometimes I hear it, sometimes I don't when I watch this movie. Granted, there's like a 14-year difference between them, so it's my favorite. My favorite thing just to be like, it's him. It's Ivan News. He was in an egg.
Was he a bad guy in that one too?
Yeah, he's the main bad guy of the movie.
Well, there you go. He's good at it.
But you know what? He played the hell of a flute, and if you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I think that was a great introduction for Belloq, Indy. Just kind of shows the kinetic nature of this movie too. Because the movie's always moving.
Yes, it is.
When they're on their adventures, they're always going. It's not something that you leisurely go and find these digs and find these artifacts. Like you're sneaking around, you're doing thievery, burning people. Lots of things are happening.
Yeah, you don't sit around the campfire and clean your nails with your switchblade knife or anything. Sing some songs, roast some marshmallow. No, there's go.
No time. So I think it's a great introduction for the world. I think it's a great introduction for the character. We get to establish at the end with Jock Snake that he's afraid of snakes, and he's just as he's just running from all the people, which is fun because you see that scene and then you think about it like Dead Man's Chest for pirates.
Yeah.
When Jack's running across the beach and the native tribes is rushing after him.
Yep.
That's from Indy.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you see those kinds of scenes, you know what it is. And I remember even when I was doing my reading, Spielberg, people said the opening will not be matched in the rest of this movie. And to an extent, it's not. Mm-mm. I mean, that was such a great way to start, and it doesn't ever reach those heights again. But luckily, we have such a good movie that's after it that even if it doesn't reach the height of the opening, you're still enjoying the ride.
Well, you're hooked.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah. Not after that. Not after that boulder.
You run out of popcorn? Oh, well. You're not leaving the theater. Come on. No way.
Obviously, we could go more into all the different parts of the movie. I think just talking about the opening is probably the main part I wanted to talk about before we got into talking more about characters and everything.
Okay. So I mean that's perfect for Indy. That's who he is, and then we go back to his boring day job of being a professor.
A hot professor.
Oh well, yeah, the hot professor. Just because a girl had wrote "love you."
There's no way she wrote it. It would have been backwards.
She's that good. Okay.
No, I mean, I guess maybe she should have been studying.
Well,
but,
okay.
I mean, I would like to believe that she told her friend, "Hey, can you write this on my eyelids for me?"
And he read it, and I swear he was embarrassed.
Probably.
Which.
This is Henry Jones Jr.
Okay, right. Henry Jones Jr.
This isn't Indiana Jones. This is Henry Jones Jr.
Dr.
Henry Jones Jr.
Yes.
You still feel those bits of Indy.
Yeah.
But it really is two different characters.
It really is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, they never play it as this is a secret identity thing. Mm-hmm. But it just, because of the way that Harrison Ford portrays the character, it feels like he's more mild-mannered. He's intellectual as Indy, but you could just feel more intellectual. He's thinking things through, more reserved, and then when he becomes Indiana Jones and he puts on the hat, all of a sudden he's fighting bad guys, punching them real good, or he's hitting on women, or he's just doing more roguish things. So it's really interesting getting to see, and I like that's how they started after the boulder scene, because your adrenaline's pumping.
Oh yeah,
and then now you're well, now I'm at school.
Yeah,
what's happening? And then you realize, wait a minute, what you just saw wasn't going to be leading into the rest of the movie. That was literally just that one bit.
Yeah.
And that's where we begin, is with the university. The government comes, which Indy always loves to see the government.
Of course.
His favorite people. They find out about Ravenwood and what he's been studying, and they head out to Nepal. And that's when we get to really start our globe-trotting adventure, which something about adventure movies for me is I love hopping around.
Oh, yeah.
It's another reason why I love the Bond movies. You're hardly in the same location for the entire movie.
That's boring.
Yeah, you're going to be going to Nepal, you're going to Cairo, you're going to America, you're going to
Peru.
Peru. So like you're jumping around a bunch of different places, and so it feels like globetrotting. It feels very like you're getting to experience the world in a way you never got to, and I always appreciate that. And getting to go from wherever he was studying at the time in America, to cold Nepal, that was such a good contrast.
It was
to make you realize like, oh, okay, we're going everywhere now.
Yeah, we are. But it's the map with the red line and dots.
Yeah.
Love that because it shows you exactly where he's going.
Yeah. Shows that. And I think one of the things too that always gets me is whenever I see that and I see them make stops, I'm always like, well, where was that?
Yeah.
Why'd you put in a name there? Just because they're getting gas doesn't mean I don't want to know where this is.
All right, so now we're in Nepal. We meet Marion Ravenwood.
And you know what she likes to do? She likes to drink.
Oh, she's good at it.
She's better than everybody at it.
Yes, she is. She wins money that way, guys.
Yeah. She could probably drink tequila shots and not look upset afterwards.
For sure.
Maybe.
Spielberg does a lot with silhouettes.
Yes, the silhouettes are so good. And he does that consistently, like even in like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Which is what, like 26 years after this, I think. When he they did the silhouette when he showed up at the base, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like that is something that he loves doing, and I love it because of that larger than life feeling.
Yes. Good at that. So then he shows up there and you're like, okay, what's going on? Where's Ravenwood? Who are we talking about? Turns out he's dead. But the daughter's there.
It's true.
Marion Ravenwood. So then
Forrestal should have been her dad.
Forrestal. You deserve better, Forrestal. So she's got the medallion.
Got the piece, yeah.
It's the medallion with the off-center crystal.
Raw, whatever. That's what they needed to be able to find out the Well of Souls.
Exactly.
And to find the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
So she has it because her dad had it.
Yep.
And so now it's been passed on to her.
Yep.
So Indy comes knocking. And then...
Hello, Marion.
After she says, no, you're a creep and I hate you. But come back tomorrow and I'll get you what you're looking for. And then she gets visited by the Nazis.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That guy. Tote. Like tote bag. Anyway.
Yeah. Arnold Tote.
Tote shows up. And let me tell you, seeing that as a kid, he was a scary guy. He just looks scary.
He had a good scary look where it's not over the top.
No.
But you're just like, oh, this guy seems like he'd do weird experiments on me.
Yeah. Which he went over there, got the fire poker, and
yeah.
Hey, tell me where it is.
He was quick to torture.
Yes, very.
Maybe Indy should have been a little bit quicker to torture.
He still has feelings for her, you know.
I mean, you can't put feelings in a museum, though.
That's true. So then all hell breaks loose. Burned it to the ground.
Which sucks, because that was actually a really cool location.
It really was.
I really liked the look of the Nepal bar that she had created. A little drafty, but...
Hey.
It just, I really like that. So when it got burned down, I was a little upset. But it makes sense because he is literally the ruiner of Marion's life.
He literally is. You are right.
His entire being
is to ruin her life.
Marion's life. And she's like, next time will be different.
No.
Then he ruins it in a different way.
He does. So then they're off.
Going to Cairo. Getting to meet Sala.
Now, I love Sala.
Sala's great. I mean, he's old acquaintance of... And one of the things I always appreciate about this, and it's something that you don't get to see as much in movies these days, is the feeling of lived friendships.
Yes.
Where you see somebody and the way that they interact with each other, you can believe there's years of history there.
Yeah.
Even if it's your first time seeing them. You get to, like, that's what I love about the John Wick series.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel those years of history that they all have. Like, they do a very great job of portraying that through their words, through their body language, tone, everything like that.
So what's interesting to me about Sala is what were the adventures they went on? Why don't we have a prequel of that? I want to see them meet and go on adventures together.
Yeah. Sala saved his life, for sure.
Obviously. Life debt.
Yeah, it's got to be...
Where was Forrestal, Saul?
I mean, yeah, what was his deal? He was probably the one that introduced them,
Oh,
yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, and you probably just sat there and just thought, without Forrestal, I wouldn't have been friends with Sala.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to get into that right now.
Yeah. Well, he did high-five him on the way out, so there you go. Respect.
Yes. We definitely respected him more than Sativa.
Okay, so we thought we were done with Belloq.
Yeah, not so much. Turns
No.
out
He's back.
He doesn't care who he works for as long as he gets what he wants.
Go to the Well of Souls.
Yeah, so I think that's one of my favorite things. Okay, so the medallion, Nazi guy we don't like, Tote, he burns his hand with half the medallion trying to pick it up.
Yeah.
Because he forgets about fire safety.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear, I guess, not in Nazi Germany. But so he forgets that, but so he burns it into his hand, and they use what's written on there. Belloq analyzes it and figures out, okay, there's a staff I need to create. It needs to be so and so high, and then I'll be able to put it in front of this model, and it'll show me where the Well of Souls are, or where the Ark is. Biggest troll moment that the other side of the medallion tells you, actually, wait a minute, we said 6, but we actually meant 5.
Yep.
Like, who puts a math equation
I don't know.
on my ancient medallion?
Take away a column or whatever they said, and what?
If Ra has 3 apples and Anubis has 6 oranges, how many grapes do I have?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I don't know. It's so funny because I would love to do something like that. Putting something around your house when you're God, somebody finds it and they think it's some great treasure, and you just lead them on this wild goose chase. And just to do it, to be a troll. This isn't going to impact my life, but also just like, take that. Like, this is that kind of joke, and I respect the joke.
Yes.
So much.
Yes.
And I love the little miniature work.
That was amazing.
Yeah, where they created a miniature of the city that Indy finds, and he puts his properly measured staff into to see exactly. And again, another time thing with the light.
Yes,
the light goes in and hits where the Well of Souls is, so that he can go find that with Sala.
So it had been graffitied.
Actually, I never thought it was the Nazis. I thought it was just some kids.
It looked like it said Reich or something like that.
Okay.
REICH. I couldn't see the rest of it, but
okay. I mean,
it's an assumption.
I honestly, whenever I see that, I always think of like some like Egyptian kid sneaking in there with some beer. like everybody else is trying to figure out where this important chamber is, so that way they can find the Well of Souls. And it turns out it's just been a hangout for Egyptian kids for ages, where they just go to cause damage. They would just graffiti the little city, and they drink their beers, and 4 points for throwing it through a hoop or something.
Egyptian kids knew how to have fun.
Yeah.
That's
how I always took it. But yeah, it makes sense that they would just go into phase.
Had they found it though? Yeah, they found it before he got there. Okay,
I guess. But
my theory.
Also, I just like it. I like the balls that they have, that the Germans are like 5-10 feet away from them, and they're just over here doing their own thing, not a care in the world.
Nope.
It's interesting. It's that for me, that feels like a Spielberg effect.
Yeah,
where you don't feel like you're in real danger.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it were me and I was at an enemy camp and chamber I needed 10 feet away, if I was Sala on lookout, I would be pointed one way with my flashlight and constantly keep switching over. Just like, what's going on? Who's there? What's that? Who's that? Nazi? No?
Nope.
Nazi? No? Bird? Bird? You a Nazi? Are you a Nazi, bird? You gonna tell me? Like that. But because it's Spielberg, he's like, no, even you're fine. It's
good.
Cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just do it.
In Cairo, Marion lives her best life of being a damsel in distress by being kidnapped like 3 different times.
Lord.
This is where we get that really weird, I don't know if it's the first time, but that really weird thing where you get a woman gets captured, and then they're like, hey, can you change into this dress for me?
I know. What is
before a meal?
Why?
Which is like also in a Pirates movie, because what Barbosa does. Like,
yes.
So it's a very odd trope that is created there. I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I really like Marion as a character. Mm-hmm. I think she's really good. I think that the damsel in distress parts of this really don't do anything for me. But like things like when she's doing like the drinking contest, or when she's, this is going to sound bad because now I'm just realizing and saying it out loud, but like when she's drinking with Belloq.
Oh yeah,
and then she tries to get like a knife on him and tries to escape and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, she has moments where it shows that she's really capable and she can get out of situations, but a lot of times it just feels like she just becomes, I'm a damsel.
Yeah, I need Indy to save me, which she really doesn't.
No, I mean she's still best indie girl though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. especially in 4. I don't know why, because I feel like in 4 we get to keep that more like badass nature of hers.
Yes.
Without the damsel in distress.
Yes.
Like when she's driving the duck boat and she looks over the edge and she's like, "We can make that.
Oh yeah, let's go."
No problem."
So then they find the Well of Souls.
Yes, they find the Well of Souls. They find a lot of snakes.
Oh god,
so many
snakes.
Anubis statue, which scares Sala.
Oh yeah,
made it pretty scary. So
They really did.
I can see that. When they find the Ark, they get caught trying to lift it out of there. Belloq again.
Once again.
So close, Indy, but I'm going to take it here. Don't worry about it.
And he wanted to keep Marion.
Yeah, he did want to keep Marion. He was very upset that they took Marion. He had to. I don't know if he really genuinely liked Marion or he just likes the idea of taking things from Indy.
Absolutely.
It could go either way on that one.
Yeah.
But, so something about Belloq I like is the subtle impressions that he's rich.
Yeah.
That he's just like, he's a rich kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the alcohol being from his family's vineyard.
Oh, yeah.
The dress, like very high end. The fact that he's able to just pay people off to be able to complete adventures that Indy has to actually go and complete, through all the traps and everything, being more of a working class hero.
Yeah.
I think it's cool as they never like, he's never like, well, I'm a rich guy. I'm a baron in the French
They don't have
aristocracy or something. They're just these subtle hints that you just tell you that like for Indy, this is a lifestyle. This is something he's his calling. And for Belloq, it's probably just like a rich guy hobby.
Oh yeah.
Like other guys golf. He goes out and raids tombs.
No, he follows Indy and
he does
takes
that too,
whatever.
Yeah.
He's kind of a stalker. He's an Indy stalker.
I'm surprised they didn't put in there. We're like schoolmates or something.
Yeah, probably.
And that's where the rivalry was created.
That's funny. I thought about that earlier. I'm like, okay, so all of these guys went to Oxford, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they knew each other from. Forrestal, Belloq, Ravenwood. I think
every guy. I don't know how big that class was, but every single person there apparently was.
They were all in the same fraternity, right?
Yeah, they were all hanging out.
Yeah.
They were part of that weird archaeological. There was a weird secret society.
Of course there was.
There was a weird one. You have to go through this tomb, and there's 15 traps that if you miss, you die. But if you get in, great job. We'll give you a nice high five and a cool handshake.
Welcome to the fraternity.
Yeah. Woo.
So, okay, they get out of the Well of Souls, and then they do the whole airfield thing. Remember with the plane?
Yes, the airfield where Indy has to beat up that guy because the big strong man that comes out, he's like,
my God.
"Oh, cool! I've been feeling a little tight. I get a little loose here."
Yeah,
and he just wails on Indy.
Yeah,
I love it because it's got that 30s fighting style where you're throwing big punches.
Yep.
You're throwing big hams. You really get to feel that, and then watching as he just slowly the plane turns around, and you feel that tension, and the plane just gets him.
Yep. Yeah. We didn't even have to see it, but we knew.
We felt it, though. Yeah, we felt it, for sure.
We knew. You don't always have to see what's happening to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, it's all about staging.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. When Tom Savini had a big trick when he did makeup effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when they did the original Friday, what he did, there was a part where somebody got chopped with an axe. What he did was he had them reach the axe back, and it broke the light behind them, giving weight to the axe.
Oh.
Then when it came down, it was actually a fake, it was a balsa wood axe.
Right.
But you already felt that weight because you saw it destroy something before it came down. Yeah.
Huh.
It's always interesting to see like the ingenuity that goes into creating these practical effects. Like CGI is cool and they do a lot of great stuff with it.
Yeah.
But the engine, like what they really had to accomplish with their small budgets and their big dreams.
Yes.
It's fascinating seeing more information about that.
And let's see. They got caught in Cairo. They were trying
Marion gets caught again.
Of course. And then they try to fly the Ark out, but they destroyed the plane, so that didn't work.
Yeah.
So now we're in a truck.
Had to do the truck.
I don't know. There's just basically just your basic desert chase scene.
Yeah, just something that they really like to do with Indy, where he's hanging off of a door or something,
yes.
and somebody's trying to shoot him,
or he's hanging out under a truck, just kind of hanging on there.
You're like, I don't know how this guy's alive.
I don't either.
Somebody's trying to pick him off, and I respect that this truck driver just seemed really intent on doing his job.
Yes, yes, he did.
I respect that. And then they get to they're on the boat.
Oh, they're on the boat first. You're right.
Yeah, they get on the boat. That's where they do kind of like the romance scene with Marion and Indy, with the what part of you hurts.
Yeah.
And that's where he says the famous line, "It's not about the years, honey, it's about the miles."
Mileage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mileage, yeah. Which I like that one a lot. But it was so then like you see like they've grown feelings for each other again, and so you become hopeful because it feels like we're getting out of here. Like
we made it.
Yeah, the Ark is on this boat. They are now getting to finally be together. We're doing it, and then the Nazis bring a submarine.
Where did they get a submarine? What?
To the Nazis? What do you mean?
But I mean, it's just, how did they figure out where they were?
I mean, everybody was betraying everybody.
Oh, that's true.
Money is money.
Money is money. Yeah.
Somebody on that dock saw that they were headed to England or wherever they were going.
Well, it wasn't the monkey because the monkey was gone.
Yeah. Bad dates.
Bad dates.
Yeah. That monkey was bad at his job anyway. It didn't know what it wanted.
You're right. I remember we talked about this. He was definitely conflicted.
Yeah.
This is a nice family. I could set up here. Oh, wait.
She's a lot prettier than the guy I normally hang out with. maybe I stick around.
Yeah.
Maybe it's okay.
Oh wait, there he is. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and he just poisoned me. Okay.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So they get trapped, they get captured. It's when Indy hides in like the little steam valve hood thing.
Yeah.
And the guy throws like a cigar into there.
Yes. I don't know where he gets all his energy, honestly.
I don't know.
And he swims over to the sub.
And he's just saying, yeah, I do love when the all the boat's crew are like, well, we need to find Indy. Where's Indy? And one of them says,
he's got to be here.
Well, he's over. I found him, and they look over, and he's just on the submarine.
And they're like, yay!
Yeah, woo! Which I mean,
okay.
If I was a Nazi, I would have been like, thank you. I appreciate you cheering for me. This is quite a 180, but okay.
They weren't on there though. They were already below, weren't they?
I mean, yeah, but like,
still,
because it feels like it should have given them away in some way when they were cheering as this submarine was leaving. I would have been like,
Yeah, I was always wondering, what did Indy do? If it dove, what did he do, or did they just leave it?
He swam at the exact speed of the submarine.
Okay.
Yeah.
He found a friendly dolphin.
He did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He found 2 sea turtles. Tied himself to them.
There you go.
Said, follow that submarine.
Maybe Bruce was around. He's like, come on, Indy.
No, the answer is actually weirder than you would expect, too.
What?
Well, like, so he held onto the periscope.
You think so?
No, there's a deleted scene that he was holding onto the periscope.
That whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It was also in the comic book they made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, because that was one of the things I found out was he held on the periscope. I was like, you mean this thing was just rolling and there was a periscope outside of the ocean the entire time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Trying to look for things. I don't know. They get into... I think that's when the truck chase happens. Is it that? Yeah.
Because then they think he died.
Yeah.
They always think he died.
Always.
And so they are going to... And then Indy reveals himself and he says, I'm going to blow up the Ark with his RPG, which is just stone cold. And then Belloq's like, will you though?
Yeah.
You know this should be in a museum, not in pieces, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going to do it. I'll really do it.
I'm going to do it.
Do it. Go for it. Yeah. It'll be fine. And then Indy's like, how could you have known that I would not have blown up this priceless artifact?
Because we were in the fraternity together, brother. Okay? I know you.
I know about your condition.
Man.
This needs to be in a museum-itis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So after they do that, they capture Marion and Indy.
Again.
And they kind of just end the movie themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. We can't not talk about the face melting.
No, I know, but like they literally just... I don't know if you know this, but everybody has always said that if Indiana Jones wasn't in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the exact same story would have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he didn't finish this fight.
but he did find it for him. So I don't know if they would have ever found it, because remember, they had it in the wrong place, and...
They probably would have actually gotten the medallion, though. Or just tortured Marion.
Yeah, true.
With that clothes hanger that scared you.
Yeah, that thing. I'm like, oh no, he's coming in to torture her. What are those, nunchucks? Nope, it's a hanger. Oh.
I don't know. I love that because it's like, oh God, what is he going to do? Yeah. Oh, he's civilized. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very corny. I love it.
Belloq says, you don't want to bring Hitler bad goods.
Yep.
So we should check out to make sure what's inside of here. Is it the 10 Commandments? Is it a gotcha?
Is it just a bunch of sand? Who
Is
knows?
it my, unfinished draft of my new screenplay? Who knows?
Is it Forrestal?
Who can... The real Ark was the Forrestal, and that's all along. So they set up and I think what's interesting about this scene too is the Nazis saying, "I don't really appreciate us doing this Jewish, this Jewish ritual to open up the Ark." And I was like, "That's true. Why would they?"
I know.
It's so out of character. It just shows like their fear about bringing back bringing back bad results.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when they do open it up, everybody's like, "It's beautiful, yeah, woo! Is that an angel?" And then it turns out to be death.
Yeah.
I'll start dying.
How did Indy know not to look at it?
I don't know. Maybe he believes in the saying, "Not all that glitters is gold."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't know. Yeah, there's something that's missing there.
Yeah.
It's like if he had mentioned something on like the medallion was like only blind men can see it or something.
Oh, yeah, like something like that.
Something cryptic, but that he sees the Ark and he says, "Oh, wait, no."
You wrote it down in your notebook, remember?
Yeah. Don't open Ark. If open Ark, do not look at Ark. Only show 2 enemies.
Yes. There you go.
I think it's essentially like getting the tactical nuke in Modern Warfare.
Well, that's why Hitler wanted it.
Yeah.
So he could just carry that around and just take everybody out.
He just ships it to the UN.
I mean, but you know what? I don't think he would have known not to open his eyes.
I mean, come on. We would have all looked. We're all curious people. We would have been like, "Ooh, what is this?"
Can you imagine listening to all that and not knowing what's happening?
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
If anybody's okay, say something. Okay, if you could use words instead to let me know what the deal is. The screams of anguish are kind of overpowering everything else.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a good scene. But as a kid, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
They weren't afraid to really lean into that pulpy, this is going to keep you up at night kind of feeling at certain points.
Sad to say, Jaws was more traumatizing than that. So.
Well, yeah, because you're not opening up religious artifacts in the desert. But you're swimming in the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I can go out. You go out to the ocean, you're like, Jaws is out there. I don't go to Cairo and say, the Ark is out there.
Beware of the Ark.
Beware of the Ark. Beware.
Oh, my goodness.
But,
okay.
Yeah. So the Nazis kind of just take care of themselves.
Yep.
Everybody either, I don't know, loses their soul or melts. Real great effects on the melting, especially for Belloq. I think what they did is, they literally just melted it and they just recorded that and they sped it up and it looked great. Like I think they did a really good job.
I love how they did the lightning. I think that came out of it. And it went through Belloq, it went through Dietrich whoever that guy was, and then it just came out to the rest of them,
I noticed something that kind of reminded me of Close Encounters when Indy was getting involved with the Ark, the clouds. The clouds would form out of nowhere.
Yes.
It's like this approaching storm anytime that he got anywhere close to the Ark and he ever touched it. Yeah. And then obviously the storm was going on at the end and it just reminded me of Close Encounters of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
And, the clouds that would just spontaneously form.
That's true.
Actually looked better in Close Encounters, I think.
Yeah.
Because this one was a weird greenish cloud and made it harder for you to be like buying into what is this. But I thought that was an interesting little connection. Yeah. That they did the spooky clouds.
The spooky clouds. Oh, and also back on the boat, I liked how the Ark burnt the swastika off the box.
Yeah, it said, "Hey, I don't want this.
No.
This is anti-Semitic. I'm not putting this on there. I'm not, no.
Nope.
No. If I find out who did this, their faces gonna melt.
That's right. Okay? And it was true to its word.
Exactly. The Ark never forgets.
Nope, the Ark never forgets.
That's what we all say. So that's pretty much the movie. I think we pretty much talked about the characters too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we can move on to the behind the scenes.
Don't we have a word from our sponsor?
Indiana Jones Travel Agency. Have Fedora, will travel. Do you find yourself daydreaming of visiting the frosty land of Nepal to interacting with interesting locals, learn new drinking game, and snuggle by a roaring fire? Or have you dreamed of trekking in the tropical jungles of Peru with a tour guide to find hidden wonders in ancient caves? Then use your rotary phone today and tell the operator to connect you to KL54639 and ask for Indy by name, and you'll not only receive a great trip, but also a free fedora. Remember the Indiana Jones Travel Agency for all your travel needs. Have fedora? Will travel. Okay, so I will just say it right now. My book, not helpful on this one. It mainly just talked about Star Wars for some reason. I guess because the creation of Indiana Jones is so linked to Star Wars, because obviously Lucas was a part of it. And when they were creating Indiana Jones, Star Wars was also being created, but it was weird that it seemed way more interested in what was going on with Star Wars in the Steven Spielberg book.
Obviously, the author was a Star Wars fan.
I guess so.
So I have a different book, which is the George Lucas biography.
Yes.
So I thought, they were involved in that together. So I went and looked, and I found all kinds of interesting tidbits. So when George Lucas was first creating the story in 1973, it was called The Adventures of Indiana Smith.
Ooh.
Is that something you would go see?
No. Sounds generic as hell.
Oh, yeah.
No, we'd have to figure out a different name for my childhood dog.
Yes.
Can't be Indiana Biff.
No.
Doesn't work like Indiana Bones.
No, it doesn't. Wow. Indy. So then Lucas worked on the draft with Philip Kaufman, and you knew a little bit about him.
So for Philip Kaufman, I don't have that much familiarity with him, but I do know that he did the 1978 remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland, a young Jeff Goldblum, Veronica Cartwright, and Leonard Nimoy too.
I think you saw that, didn't you?
I just watched it recently, yeah. So it's kind of fortuitous because it was like 3 months ago, I think. I mean, that's my only frame of reference. I think you said that you had seen The Right Stuff, right?
Yes.
Yes.
John Glenn and all the astronauts.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing movie. Can't believe I haven't shown that to you.
But he wrote the story for Raiders, so he kind of was able to give it a little bit of that flair. I don't know what his vision would have been like, though.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. Just, I think Lucas said it was like 23 pages of whatever notes.
That's either a lot or not enough. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's not enough. So Philip Kaufman, he was probably also an Alfred Hitchcock fan, I would think, because that's where the MacGuffin came from. It says MacGuffin. Yeah, MacGuffin was a screenplay trick developed by Alfred Hitchcock.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I mean, MacGuffins are in everything. If you don't know what a MacGuffin is, it's always that shiny object that they spend the entire movie trying to get. Very popular, especially in like adventure films. So obviously like the Ark. Also the bar at AMC is called MacGuffins.
Oh my God, that's where I've seen that name. Okay. Yeah. We go to AMC like almost every Monday.
Okay. The Death Star plans in Star Wars is considered a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
The One Ring from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently Rosebud from Citizen Kane.
Okay.
Don't know anything about it. But
I don't either.
So just some sort of object that you're searching for throughout your film.
Okay.
The Holy Grail in Last Crusade.
Crystal Skull.
Yep. Sankara Stones, kind of, and Temple of Doom. So MacGuffins are a really big part of this franchise.
Interesting.
It's also just a fun word.
It really is, MacGuffin.
Yeah.
So Philip Kaufman was not available to direct. So he then offered it to his best buddy.
Yes, we'll set the scene a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you do with your buds, you like to go to Hawaii when your movie's about to drop. You're scared of what the outcome's going to be. Think about 1977, you with your boys. You know where you were in 1977. We all remember. Okay. So Spielberg and George Lucas hiding out on Hawaii, afraid of what Star Wars is going to bring, because they don't know if it's going to be a success or it's going to be failure. Mm-hmm. And during that time, Spielberg was kind of trying to think, what am I going to do next? He had just finished Close Encounters. It was in the can, I think is what you called it.
Yeah.
So he was trying to figure out what's next, and he had just reached out to Cubby Broccoli, the steward of James Bond, and got denied for making a James Bond film, which was always his dream.
Yeah. That's sad.
It would not have worked. It would not have
been good. You don't think so?
It would not have been good.
Oh, come on.
I don't think so.
No?
Well, I think late stage Spielberg could have been.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Right now, Spielberg, in the era that we're in,
No,
I don't think so. I think he's better. He's more tailor-made for the jungles than for, the poker games kind of thing.
Okay.
That's why I think Indy is a better fit for him.
Yeah, that's true.
But I know you were really excited to talk about the sandcastles.
Oh, yeah. So they had this little superstition. They would make a sandcastle, and if it didn't wash away right away, it meant the movie had legs.
Yeah.
So
if the high tide took it, that meant they were going to not make their money back.
Yep.
And if it withstood it, then they were like, we did it, success.
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day kind of feel,
Yeah.
We all have those superstitions, even if you pretend you don't.
Of course.
Where you're like, you know what? If I can do this, if I can make this one shot, then everything's going to be okay. The fortune cookie's wrong, kind of thing. Yeah, so they while they were on that island, they talked about Indiana Jones, what that looked like. Kind of started getting some legwork on actually bringing what George Lucas and Philip Kaufman had created and actually bringing that onto the screen.
I think when George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, they reached out to another guy named Lawrence Kasdan. And I think you had some information about him.
Yeah, so Lawrence Kasdan is, I thought, I'm going to be honest with you, I fully thought that he was going to be a big Spielberg collaborator. He's not, but he's a big George Lucas collaborator. I don't know the timeline because it's hard because this is 1977.
Yeah.
But Indy came out after Empire.
Yes.
But he helped with the story. He wrote Empire. He wrote Return.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up writing, I think, Force Awakens too. He knew Spielberg because Spielberg had to produce Continental Divide. And so that's how they met. And then they got involved with Raiders. So I guess with that thought, I would assume that Lawrence Kasdan did Empire after.
I think so.
Yeah. It's speaking it out loud now.
Yeah.
The timeline's starting to come clear. So in a way, we got Empire and Return of the Jedi because of
Indy.
Spielberg and the creation of Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So because then Lawrence Kasdan was able to get involved for Empire, Return of the Jedi, which I would say are arguably better than New Hope.
So it was interesting because Lucas wanted to do it cheaply at $6 million, and then we'll revisit how much all that came to. But the way George Lucas saw Indy was as a playboy and like a posh lifestyle. So I remember you were talking about Belloq.
Yeah.
So I think
that's like his original vision.
Yeah, for Indy, and I'm really glad that they didn't go that way.
I mean, that would have just been Bond.
Yeah, right.
No, but yeah, I do like that idea that they may have just taken those traits and applied them to Belloq. That makes a lot of sense to me.
It does. Steven saw him as noble and the everyman. So, that's one of his.
Loves the everyman, yeah.
He loves the everyman. So, and then Harrison Ford brought in vulnerability and vitality. So yeah. I definitely could see the vitality.
Vitality for sure. And you're right with vulnerability. I never felt like he couldn't be killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of times where I'm like, you should be dead.
Yeah.
Because you're just so exhausted.
How are you not dead?
Scene where the guy's doing the crazy sword moves.
Yes.
And then he shoots him.
Yes.
The whole behind the scenes is there was supposed to be a full fight, but everybody was getting food poisoning on that set. Harrison had food poisoning, so he just did the shot. And that became that iconic scene. You could just see obviously those are real emotions on his face, but he's able to really convey a lot with that character.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot more than he was able to with Han Solo. Maybe.
Yeah. I think 1941 went 240 something days.
Yeah, it was like 249 or something.
Okay. So they shot this in 73.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that I saw was that Lucas said, in my film, you get it done on time.
Yep. And under budget.
I'm not Universal. I'm not Columbia. You will get this done on time.
Let's be honest. Steven needs it.
Yeah. He needs somebody that's going to curb his enthusiasm a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Because look at 1941. He just went off the rails.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he had that boundary. And I think they told Paramount that it would be like 80-something days just to get them off their back.
Yeah.
Because I guess they come by all the time. Are you on schedule? So the costume that we all love is actually from a movie called The Secret of the Incas. And Charlton Heston wore the same costume. The fedora, the whip, and the satchel.
I think it was just a popular look because remember that one, The Greatest Adventure on Earth or whatever.
Yes, the same.
That same look. I watched that video again for Comic Minty Arts. One of the things he talked about was they commissioned a comic book artist to come up with Indy's look because George Lucas didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And so a lot of the what that comic artist drew was the the final product. Interestingly, he always drew him smoking, but then we never see Indy smoke.
No.
Which I think is interesting. And I wonder if maybe Spielberg was like, no, like this protagonist, kids are going to look up to this protagonist. I don't want them to think, oh,
Smoking
I should also
cool.
smoke. Yeah. Drew him more muscular and black haired, which was interesting. So that's the only changes between the final product of the Indy we got versus what the concept art was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that he's not all muscled out. And
yeah. He wouldn't be the everyman if he was just like, if it was like Alan Richson doing like archaeology, you would be like, okay, sure, but he's just going to break these people in half. Has he really got anything to be afraid of? Like, if somebody shot him with a poison dart, he'd probably just catch it and throw it back at him.
Right.
Like, there wouldn't be any of that fear. You have to use that cunning, which Indy, has that cunning.
Oh, he definitely does. He definitely knows how to survive. So they wanted, or actually they were going to get Tom Selleck.
Because of the mustache?
Because of the mustache.
Yeah. I'd hire that mustache.
Yeah. But Magnum P.I., the show would not work with the schedule.
Okay.
Another interesting casting was going to be Danny DeVito as Sala.
Which would be wild.
You think so?
I don't know 80s DeVito. Like, I don't know early 80s DeVito.
He was crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine the little gremlin man being Sala. Like, I don't...
Hey, Indy! No. He was so comic happy in the 80s, so I can't imagine.
Okay, yeah.
That he could have portrayed the family and
he probably would have been that weird outlier that you see in those, 80s, 70s movies where it's like, you're just there for comedy. You don't really serve a purpose to the story.
So he does end up in Romancing the Stone as one of the villains.
Which is another adventuring movie?
Yes.
Okay.
It feels a lot like Indiana Jones.
Okay.
But it's Michael Douglas.
Okay.
And Kathleen Turner.
Okay. Like I said, we had a 3 comic book adaptation, or 3 comic issue adaptation that Marvel made for this movie. They actually created another comic book series in between this and Temple of Doom called The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. Color in a little bit of background for what was he doing in between the first one and then its immediate prequel. There was actually supposed to be a minecart scene in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. They were going to do a minecart scene, got cut for budget and time, rolled over to Temple of Doom.
Okay.
Apparently, a lot of Temple of Doom was rollover from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Steven likes to overplan.
Harrison Ford tore a ligament in his knee during filming.
Oh.
And he just sucked it up.
Okay.
Yeah. When he was fighting the muscular man at the airfield.
Oh.
Yeah, he tore something in his knee at that time.
Ow.
And he stuck it out.
Okay.
Yeah. The Well of Souls scene, that's the same soundstage as the typewriter room in The Shining.
Oh.
As soon as they broke down the typewriter room, they immediately put up the Well of Souls.
Wow.
Yeah. So I know we talked before with 1941 that Kubrick, he had talked to Kubrick during, that's why.
Love it.
Let's see. When we talk about Tom Selleck being screen test, I forgot to mention that Sean Young was supposed to be Marion. And she actually became Rachel, the replicant in Blade Runner with Harrison Ford.
Okay.
So kind of a fun little not connection there. I keep forgetting that I need to pay more attention to this stuff when we're talking about things. The whole Indiana Smith thing. The reason why Spielberg said no is because it was too close to the name Nevada Smith.
Nevada Smith, that's right.
Yeah.
And he really was named after the dog. It was Steven Spielberg's dog, Indiana.
George Lucas's dog.
I'm sorry, George Lucas, you're right.
Yeah, because he also inspired Chewbacca.
Okay, yeah.
So I know we talked about before that George Lucas gave this movie to Spielberg when he was upset about 1941. So the first review for 1941 actually came out the first day of Spielberg being on set for Raiders.
Okay.
Luckily, hopefully work was able to distract him from what he had done.
Yeah.
They used over 7,000 live snakes in the Well of Souls.
That's crazy.
Everybody got food poisoning except for Spielberg because he ate canned food.
Oh, yeah, the SpaghettiOs.
The new video game Indiana Jones and the Great Circle has the boulder opening scene as a tutorial. So that was fun to get to play through. When they did the part with spiders on Sapito's back, they placed a female spider on there.
Oh.
To make them move.
Oh.
And they started fighting each other.
Oh, lovely.
So that's how we got the scene. But that's what Alfred Molina had to go through.
Oh, you poor thing. No wonder he was scared.
Yeah. Obviously, Alfred Molina going on to be Doc Ock in the Spider-Man series, probably his most famous one for me at least. So the face melting actually gave Raiders a R rating.
Wow.
But they added a layer of fire, and somehow that got them a PG rating.
Yeah, because there wasn't PG-13 yet.
Yeah. And then finally, the submarine that we see in Raiders was borrowed from the Das Boot set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got a lot of this information. Like I said, shout out to Minty Comic Arts. They do a really good job. 10 Things You Didn't Know series, which is helpful after, like I said, I told you that book did nothing for me.
Oh, yeah. Next time.
Yeah. So that was the behind the scenes for Raiders of the Lost Ark. I hope you found out some interesting tips. We're always trying to bring in new sources for you, so that way we can bring you a little bit of a nice variety. I think what's really fun is that we don't have as much overlap as you would expect to have within our research, which I think is always really cool.
Yeah.
Now that we've done that, we're going to move on. I'm going to talk a little bit about the box office, just to cap it off. So for Raiders of the Lost Ark, like we talked about, they were trying to do it under budget. They were trying to do it within the time frame. Cost about $20 million to make. They actually made $389 million.
Yeah, I think they did good.
So that does put it right in the middle of Close Encounters and Jaws.
Okay.
As far as money made. So with this 385, because Close Encounters was 300, Jaws was 400, 500. So right in the middle there. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar enough with Indiana Jones to be able to tell you what kind of, if it's going to be like, every time it comes out, it shoots for the stars and makes way more money, or if it's just going to be a roller coaster, or it may just maintain, honestly.
Yeah.
That's very possible because this franchise, it's, the next two entries are over the next 8 years. And then we go over to 2007. And then once you jump that far because of inflation, usually that means it's a lot more.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I'm not familiar with Indiana Jones's game like that. It's not like $1 billion franchise like some other ones are. It makes it easier for you to track. So it'll be really interested to keep an idea of what that looks like. So we did want to start talking a little bit more about if there was any award buzz for the movie. So there was actually quite a bit for Raiders of the Lost Ark. It won 5 Academy Awards. 5? Yes. Visual effects, which I wanted to specifically shout out because that includes Joe Johnston, who is a big director. He did Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He did Rocketeer, did Jurassic Park 3. Okay. This is where him and Spielberg got to know each other. Okay. I didn't realize that he was a visual effects person until I saw I saw the win. So I think that's really fun that's how his relationship with Spielberg, Lucas, all that really got started. So I think that's really cool. It won Best Film Editing. Mom and I did more research on the editor. It's Michael Kahn, and he edits every single Spielberg movie since Close Encounters.
It's amazing.
Doesn't matter what movie, doesn't matter what genre. Michael Caine, Michael Caine, I don't know how he wants to pronounce it. Kahn, probably for litigious reasons, but he's Spielberg's editor. So I thought that was really cool to find out. It was also nominated for Best Cinematography. It won Best Art Direction. So that Best Art Direction is Best Production Design. Okay. So one Oscar, the Batman 1989 one. Okay. It's the only reason why I know that. Chariots of Fire won a lot.
Yeah.
It won for Best Sound. Is more believable than 1941 being nominated like we talked about last time. Mm-hmm. Raiders was nominated for Score. So not a John Williams win, which is crazy.
It is.
But also, award buzz doesn't always mean that it's something you like.
It's true. It's a bunch of people that it's not even the actors. It's
just people that may not even watch the movie. It's a whole thing.
Yes, it is.
So we don't put as much weight into it, but it's just kind of fun to see. Because I didn't know Raiders got nominated for Best Director and Best Picture.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't think popular movies got
Usually
those kind of nominations. No. That's something we're going to start paying more attention to, which is kind of if there's any award buzz, see if it makes sense, see if it doesn't make sense, kind of just hash out a little bit. So hope you enjoy that. It's a little bit more interesting. Now that we've finished the behind the scenes, we're going to talk a little bit more about review. So for me, I'm going to say 4.5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go 4.5.
Wow. Do you have any on there that's 4.5?
I have plenty of movies that are 4.5.
Oh, okay.
Because this is but Last Crusade is really good too. Mm-hmm. They are kind of the same. No, yeah, I think we'll do 4.5. Well, 4.5. So my review was come to Nepal, have a few laughs.
We really want to go to Nepal, obviously.
Yeah. I think that's my review. I think we'll do rankings next.
Yeah.
So this is the first time. I think our rankings are different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're finally starting to split the timelines. So why don't you go ahead and say your ranking?
So for number 1, I had Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. And then Jaws at number 2. Duel, still holding on at number 3. Close Encounters at number 4. Sugarland Express is number 5. And 1941 as number 6.
Okay. Yeah, and for myself, it's Jaws at number 1, Raiders of the Lost Ark at number 2, Duel at 3, Close Encounters at 4, Sugarland Express at 5, and 1941 bringing up that rear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's first time it's changed. I'm interested to see how next episode is going to change it too.
Oh.
Since we're going to be talking about E.T. Extraterrestrial. Beloved film for you.
Yes.
One I barely remember for me. So
that's okay.
We'll see how that one starts shaking things out. That's where I thought the split was going to be. So that's very interesting. Kind of like it when things are a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
So next week we'll be talking about E.T. Extraterrestrial, going to 1982. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Learn a little bit more about Indiana Jones, a little bit more about what became Indiana Jones. Until then, remember what Spielberg said. Through amazing stories and unforgettable characters, we are introduced to these incredible worlds we only dare imagine, and in the process, we discover the hero in ourselves. With that, this is Tyler signing off.
And this is Crystal. Bye.